time for another movie review. This time we're doing Wreck-It Ralph, aka Ralph Breaks the Internet. Wreck-It Ralph 2. It's a good movie. Very good movie. Oh my gosh. Oh, Gal Gadot? Oh, no freaking way. Damn, WB. No wonder you guys are not actually showing us any Wonder Woman. Oh, I see now. I see. It would be cool. She turncoats on you. Yes, turncoats. Anyways, so the movie was pretty good, and I don't know. Should I do a spoiler review? I guess technically I should because I'm late to the party, but I'm not gonna really go step by step like I usually do. So basically, from beginning to end, it looks like that. Well, she got bored. Yeah, Princess Penelope got bored of her game because she was like, I remember everything in there and it's nothing new. And she's like, well, Rigger Ralph's like, okay, well, I'm gonna make something new, and he does. And well, Princess Penelope, when it was racing, she actually just kept on doing it. And it's kind of funny thinking about it. It's like, I remember something like that in a racing game and I didn't get pissed off or wreck something. And it's freaking Bullet Bill. But of course, Bullet Bill doesn't last all the damn time. He just lasts for a little bit. But still, it's like, I didn't be like, oh my God. It's like, yeah, I didn't do anything like that. And plus, it doesn't respond anyways. And the good news is the Wii Wheel doesn't break. You can turn it all the way you want and it doesn't break everything that you have. But of course, it's here, not in arcade. So the girl tried her hardest and she broke it. Yeah, and then the owner tried to actually fix it again and it's broken. So now we have all the villagers of Sugar Rush, and of 15/16 drivers racers out of a freaking home, and thank goodness they made it out before it was unplugged. So that's the good news. But now it gets stupid where it's like, okay, a dude from eBay has it for $200. That seems easy. It would have been easy to get that, but sadly, well, $200 is above the guy's pay grade, so he can actually do anything. And personally, I wish I had something like this where it's like, oh my gosh, you need this amount of money to actually help yourself out. Okay, as a in quotations AI, I'm gonna help you by finding ways to do it. It's like, hell, we all wish we can do that crap. We all wish we can do that crap. So the day before, he actually plugged in something, and it's called Wi-Fi. It's weird that it wasn't even really set up just yet. And I was about to say, oh, but the kids, they used it. No, they just used their phones. Most likely their phones have already in it. They have plans and they're able to look into it already. So finally, he gets it started and they go into it and they found eBay. And they go to eBay, find it, and all of a sudden they didn't realize what they were doing. And it went from 10,000, well, it was 1,000, and then they went to 1,500, 15,000, then 27,000, and 27,001 cent, $1, 27,001. And it's like, oh my gosh, you don't know what you did. And now they have a time limit of 24 hours, which of course a video I made, I was basically ranting about how the fuck does that work if you have that termination bullshit. And it's like, oh, so that only works for auction. It doesn't actually help my ass out when it comes to buy now. Because there's one dude who actually said, oh, the SpongeBob game, I'll lowball you for $25 and I'm going to buy it. And it's been months. I think he deleted his account too. Thanks, bastard. And it didn't relist itself. So what the fuck? It's like I'm gonna do it all over again. What the? Continue on. So they have to figure out how to get it, and first they were gonna do it a little seedy way of this guy that was like actually, it's kind of funny. Oh yeah, they had lots of stuff in there. You got Twitter and like, find the Trump one and shoot it. Shoot it. And you have Buzz Tube, which technically is YouTube, or technically they said YouTube, so maybe by funny, oh my gosh, Disney has an idea, or Pixar is pitching the idea of Disney should get their own video platforming, which called BuzzTube. Does BuzzTube actually exist right now? I have freaking no idea. If it does, well, holy shit, they got a freaking wink. But anyways, yeah, it's kind of funny if it's like, yeah, Disney was thinking about that. Disney's still thinking about actually making their own. And if so, hey, I won't knock it. They had Instagram, everything, so that's kind of crazy. So go right back into it. So we got the shady character. Shady character is like, okay, well, here we go. And then it turns out that just like how many people are bastard asses and you're like, oh well, I just leveled up this 125 character on RuneScape, or I have a level 50 Pokemon trainer on Pokemon Go and I'm gonna sell it to you for $50 or $200. It's like, yeah, those bastard asses. So they had a few things of where you could actually get like some sneakers for $15, golden sneakers, and then it gets to the point of where it's like, oh, this car, Shank's car from Slaughterway or Slaughterroll or Slaughterhouse. Either way, that car's worth $40,000, and all they have to do is steal it, bring it back to them, and they get paid. So they take up on a mission. They go there. Oh my gosh, Penelope falls in love. The fact of instead of which I get it too. When it comes to racing games, you just go to certain route. While Grand Theft Auto 5, you can do whatever the hell you want. And that's the thing. I'm like, why can't we do it with racing games? It's like, I wish we have a racing game that is actually not like, oh yeah, we're going to cheap out. We're just going to make a little route and any out of bounds things will be zoom, zoom, zoom and crap. And I'm just saying, it would be cool to have a racing game with no boundaries and you're able to race wherever the hell you want. It's kind of funny if someone's going to be a bastard being like, well, I'm going to circle the freaking um finish line and starting line and there we go, I win. It's like, yeah, that's going to have to be plugged out completely. It would be cool if they just do it and you're just like a you lose, just a straight up you lose. It's like, it's like, well, that's what you get for being a freaking smart idiot. So they go in the slaughterhouse. They see two freaking dudes, two people, a girl and a dude, trying to steal the car. They failed, and they tried to do it again later on, and they failed. They got their cars jacked. But hey, Penelope was able to steal it with Wreck-It Ralph's help, assist, and they go and they came close to freaking doing it, and we got some cool car chase moment, which pretty damn awesome. Personally, I was like, if you're able to freaking glitch out, you could have glitched out through that freaking bus car and you could have made it. Personally, I'm like, yeah, you could have made it. But of course, due to plot, they couldn't actually make it because, well, they have to have more story than just, they did it, we won, the end. They have to have more than just that. But I'm just saying it's kind of like, yeah, yeah. So she fell in love with it and they're going to go and we came to a crossroad street, which of course this is one funny part of where it's like, yeah, tension's happening in this movie. First we created the friendship, now we're going to have to put some tension between it. So we have going back to the shady character, that's what Ralph wants to do. She's like, well, we're gonna take what Shay says because Shay actually made a video and the video kind of went viral. So they're gonna go to Buzz video and apparently a person avatar named Yes will help them get that monies. And like, yeah, that's cool. Like getting paid. And they did it, and he's gonna do like multiple videos. He did lots and lots of videos, and I'm like, yeah, you're freaking going through the nostalgia phase because lots of people remember Wreck-It Ralph, and it's like nostalgia. Yeah. So we kept on going. It was going very, very good, and let's see. Excuse me. Oh yeah, there's also a time limit. I said 24 hours, and apparently they were in that game for 16 hours, so they have 8 hours left, and the time just keeps on ticking. For Penelope, on the other hand, for Penelope, she actually eventually said, I want to help, I want to do this too. And she's sent from Video Game Land to Disney.com or DisneyGo.com, of course. And it's kind of funny where it's like, yeah, there you go. There's Marvel, there's Star Wars, there is Pixar, and all this stuff. And she goes right in, and of course, we see like a few things, and you do it, and that's pretty cool. Yeah, get the moment with Groot. That was funny. So eventually, she got found out by the stormtroopers, which I guess technically is their antivirus or whatever, and they're like, stop, come here, get over here. It's like, oh frick. So she runs all the way into the princess's room, and the princess is, holy frick, this reminds me too much of Robot Chicken. The civil war of the princesses. It's kind of funny though. It's like really funny. So they eventually found out that, yeah, she is such a princess. And interesting, will Disney actually, no, this, wait, this is not Pixar, is it? Oh yeah, this is not Pixar at all. This is straight up Disney. Oh my gosh. Buzz BuzzTube coming soon to online channels. For an online website, BuzzTube is coming soon. So yeah, now they integrated her as a true princess, which means you're gonna definitely get like some toys and stuff from her now. Oh, funny. And she actually got them to have relaxing clothes. And it's like, yeah, princesses should have relaxing clothes. I mean, Princess Bubblegum has relaxing clothes. Yeah, she doesn't have her dress on all the time. Any other princess who does that? Mm, I only remember Princess Bubblegum. I don't remember any other queens. I don't think the one from Steven Universe actually. No, they have different armor. She actually has armor on. Yeah, she has freaking damn armor. Okay, so let's go. Anyways, she got cool with them, and eventually she gets to the point of where it's like, what does she really want? And all Disney princesses have music cues and stuff like that. And it's like, well, I couldn't find mine yet. And it's like, well, you're gonna get yours eventually, apparently. So here she goes on her journey. Meanwhile, Ralph is trying to make it, and well, he stumbles upon the comment section. And it's kind of funny. It's like this actually gives you a lesson. This is like a good lesson for kids too, where it's like never look at the comment section. It's sometimes good, sometimes bad. Me, I've seen the bad. Oh my gosh, I have seen the bad. Sure do. I've seen the bad. That's why I have a freaking banned word list. Thanks, guys, because I would have at least liked to have no banned words, but you guys would be dumbasses. Well, aren't you guys just the idiots out there who's stupid and dumbass? But it's like, yeah, you can't say any cuss word in here. Like, for instance, Disney, or Disney can eat my. It's like, yeah, you can't say that crap anymore because of these idiots over there that actually used it against me. It's like, damn. So yeah, he saw some of the bad things that the dumbass idiots said, and let's see. But the good news is that he made it. Yeah, after a while, and there was a little hiccup when it came to uploading the video, which that does happen. Oh my gosh, that does freaking damn happen. So he goes to call her, and sadly, yeah, it's a butt opening, I think, or I don't know. But it opens, he overhears, he can actually speak to her, and she thinks he's eavesdropping, but it's like, no, when it comes to butt dialing, that's not eavesdropping. That's just you being an idiot. No offense, but that's just how it goes. It's like you being a freaking damn idiot. If you didn't want to hear anything, want them to hear anything, make sure your phone is somewhere that doesn't get touched. So let's see. That happens, and Ralph is like, oh my gosh, what should I do? And then here comes the plot point that actually makes it seem like, oh, they rinsed and repeat from the first movie. But this time he deliberately did it instead of the first movie where he accidentally brought a freaking bug into the video game, and that caused some messed up mayhem in the end. This time is more the fact that he actually deliberately did that just to make the game slow, like what happened in Tron, which again, that was foreshadowing. Yeah. So he gets it after going with the slimy individual, which he's not that bad though. It's like even though he's kind of bad, he's not horribly bad. There's worse ones out there who completely are jerkbags. So he gets the virus, he releases the virus, and the virus is supposed to find any deficiencies, and it finds Princess Penelope at 30% insecurity, which it copies it, and then it glitches the whole entire game, and well, they have no choice but to run again, which is it's just like what happened in the first movie, right? Yeah, it's like he caused this, and well, they have no choice but to run the freak out of there. But this time, she's able to actually get out of the game, unlike previously. So the game reboots. He tells her that well, actually, the game closed itself, and he made an opening, so now the virus is able to crawl out. And it's like, well, he tells what he did, and eventually after she actually is like, oh, it's my fault, and it's turned out it's his fault, took the hero metal that she created and threw it way down. So she goes to ponder, yeah, goes to ponder and walk while Ralph actually, he's just freaking out, and virus is there. The virus copies him. He's 100%. And there we go. Apparently, it copies all the moods and stuff like that. So when it comes to Ralph, it just copied all of his bad personality, while with Penelope, it just copied some of her glitching. Which that's all she. So that's the indeficiency amount. Oh, insecurities. Kind of funny. Insecurity. So it made copies of Ralph, and well, it chased after Princess Penelope and also crashed the freaking internet because it's looking for Penelope. And it's kind of funny saying, well, the internet is completely down, and the dumbass is like the Wreck-It Ralph virus. And then I really hope that the dumbasses who are like, oh, you suck, oh, you're ugly, oh, my goodness, hopefully they get a freaking wake up call being like, oh, son of a bitch, I made a bad comment, and now there's the Wreck-It Ralph virus. Oh my fucking god, no! And it's like, yep, that's what they need is a freaking wake up call being like, listen, even though you make freaking damn bad comments and make some messed up crap about people, there is repercussions. And this time around, there's a repercussion of kicking your ass along with everyone else. But funny, like incidentally, it's like, oh man, so yeah, good idea not to make bad comments, because if you do make negative comments, you could actually end up being screwed to freak over and everyone else. And it'll be kind of funny where like it came and gone. It's like, oh my gosh. And it'll be kind of funny where it's like a forum of where it's like, yeah, there was lots of negative comments on the Wreck-It Ralph videos. It's like, it's their fault. It's their freaking damn fault. And that'll be funny. And then they round up, and then there's a messed up freaking beat the holy shit out of them. That's freaking awesome if that does happen. But we will never know. So she was able to get to the search bar, and the search bar dude, which helped them get to eBay, he actually liked her manners of please and thank you. And he was able to save her, and Ralph was able to come in there almost getting beaten up because, well, they look like him and they couldn't tell him from them. So the idea is very simple. They're going to run to the antivirus, and they go through the antivirus, and the freaking other Ralphs, the virus copies, will get destroyed there, just like the first movie. It's like, yeah. But the beacon is not the beacon that destroys things. And of course, technically, it's the beacon. And then it's Mr. Dandy, I think that was his name. Yeah, he flew in there and he had full control of the bugs. So, yeah, same idea. Where it's like this time you actually have Penelope who's going to lure them into that. But the good news is that no, it's not a rinse and repeat of the first movie as if it's a Twix left and right. They decided to actually resolve it very easily by just being like, oh, it's his insecurity and he has to solve his insecurity. Of course, yes was part of it too to get them there, and eventually they concluded to actually where he's okay with this. So the brand new status quo. The good news is that the wheel is back there. Now the game is back and fixed. The 15 drivers, which that's more important. It's like the 15 drivers racers needs to have a freaking home along with the people. So not to mention, since he unplugged it like a damn idiot, that means that technically the courses and stuff unlocked have to be unlocked again. So when it comes, and it's kind of funny that they even touched on it in the movie too, where she's like, well, do you have 15 characters? They even mention the fact of she could actually be a character that they need to unlock. And it's like, yeah, so I think no one's gonna actually care anymore. I don't think anyone's gonna care. And plus it's like, well, we gotta unlock her. And it's like now it comes to a weird situation. But it's kind of funny if you think about it. It's like the first movie, Princess Penelope got her identity stolen. And then when she got her identity back, it didn't fuse with her completely. So she's not like a drone zombie who's like, oh, I need to just be in here and I'm fine in here. Instead, she's more like she has her new personality. Yeah, new personality trumps her old personality. So, yeah. And that's basically how all of it ends, is just a fact of Ralph goes back to where he goes. She goes back. Oh, I didn't even talk about what happened when it came to those villagers and the racers. They found perfect homes for a minute. And Felix and his girl, his freaking wife, they decided to get 15 children. And by some craziness, they're able to actually make them behave. Wow. Make them be freaking have. And then they actually decided to tease and be like, well, this is the way of how to raise a child into being a perfect child. And sadly, you couldn't hear any of that, which is very, very funny. Oh, not to mention when it comes to Ralph, Ralph needed saving. And who saved him? The Disney princesses. That was funny. That was freaking funny. They deserve a win, but of course, technically, when it comes straight down to it, is Elsa didn't need to do that. Elsa didn't need to do that. I forgot the name of the girl from Brave and another company. Oh my gosh, wow, you're ripping on it. And it's like, oh, well, that's why there won't be a Brave 2 because it was from another company. And he most likely have rights that you can't actually make a sequel to. That makes sense, but I'm pretty sure Disney can actually kick their ass and say, no, we're going to freaking make a sequel of this. It's been 10 years later. Well, they don't really need to make a sequel. They could just do what they did with freaking Tangled, make a TV show. A nice TV show. But that's basically it. It's like, yes, new status quo. So she gets to enjoy Slaughter, and Ralph can just enjoy doing his usual duty because he enjoyed doing what he's doing. He's fine with it. I mean, he was in a rut in the beginning, and it's kind of funny where it's like, well, you can even say that she was kind of in a rut, but not exactly a rut. She didn't know she wanted more, but she kind of wanted more. And it's a little bit different. Of course, it's like this movie is completely different, but it does have some small similarities that's like, that's interesting. And it's kind of funny that they threw in the scene that we saw in commercials, and I was like, oh, well, that scene wasn't in the freaking movie. And I'm like, well, I was happy because that's a sad freaking damn part. That was a sad scene. And then they made fun, being like, Mom, I'm kind of sad we went to the movie and we didn't see that one scene. It's like, oh, it's okay, honey. Maybe playing your favorite game will help you. I'm like, oh, damn it. It's like, my gosh, no, no, no. I was glad that was not in the movie, but yeah. Anyways, watch, but don't watch. Watch or no, don't watch. I'll say definitely a watch. The thing is, like, you can kind of see things coming, but of course, that's for teenagers and adults. Kids will enjoy this. You will enjoy this freaking movie. Again, it's kind of funny where it's like, yeah, Ralph kind of caused the chaos. Technically, he did this time. It's like he caused the chaos. The first movie, he did cause the chaos, but the chaos was also part of another thing too. So this time it's like without the extra person being like the extra bad guy. Instead, it's more just fact of there's just the freaking bug slash the virus. But yeah, I say definitely a watch. But of course, I'd say you should watch it for yourself. But most likely you already watched it because I'm late to the party, like usual. Thank you for watching, folks.